Hey Percussion, so today we're gonna learn a new song. It's gonna be We Will Rock You on our keyboard. So let's go ahead and get that out. We're gonna break down measure by measure and then put it all together at the end. First thing we need to check out, look at the beginning of the music. We have a key signature. We have two of our little flat signs. One of them is on the B line, the other one is on the E space. That means that all of the B's and all of the E's are going to be flat. They do this so that they don't have to write in all the different flat signs. Makes it a little easier for them. Take a look at our time signature, 4/4. That means there's 4 beats in every measure and the quarter note receives the beat. Next thing that's kind of new, that very first measure, it has like this black bar across the center of it, and on the top it has a number 2. That means we're going to rest or be silent for 2 measures. So we're just going to count in our head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we come in on that third measure. So follow along. I'm going to break down all of the notes that we're going to need. All right, so the first measure that we come in is going to be measure 3. So let's check out those notes. We've already talked about the key signature, and we know that there's going to be B flats and E flats. So that first note is on our space E, and it's towards the top of the staff, which means we're going to use our high E flat because it's E. In the key signature, we already know it's going to be flat. So E flat. The next note goes down to the line right below it, so that's going to be our D. So everybody follow along with me with your fingers. Next note is going to be our C, so still going down again. One more note to our C. The next one is going to be B, but remember all the B's are flat, so we're going to go down to B flat. And then those 8th notes are both going to be on C, so you go back up to C. 1 and. So that and those 2 measures put together are going to sound like this. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C. That's what we're doing. So try that with me with your fingers. Here we go. Starting on that higher E flat with your right hand. Right hand. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C. Cool. Let's try that with the metronome. And then we're going to do it one more time on our fingers, and then we'll do it with our mallet. So here we go. It's pretty slow, nothing too crazy. Everybody find that E flat, right hand. Here we go again. 1, 2, ready, go. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C. Cool, let's try just those 2 measures with our mallets. Go ahead and pick them up. Remember, right hand's over that E flat, and then go ahead and get your left hand hovering over the D. We're using the higher ones up here on the right side. Tap your foot. And 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome. So check out those 8th notes. It's going to be right, left, both on C. Remember, when we're hovering our mallets, they're called stacking. So we're going to put our right hand on the top, left hand underneath, and it's going to be kind of like a diagonal line like this. So right hand on top, left hand, and you're just going to go 1 and they're going to be out of the way because remember we're rebounding up. So up, up. If you stay down, they might be in the way. Right? You might have to like move them, but if we rebound up, they'll be out of the way of each other. 1 and just like that. So let's try those notes again. Here we go. Measure 3 and 4. E flat and D. Mallets come up. 1, 2, ready, go. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C. And relax. Cool. So if you look further on our music, that just happens 4 times in a row. We do have 3 beats of rest before we come back in. So everybody set down your mallets. We're going to try the first 2 lines all together. We're going to start at the very beginning. So it's going to have those 2 beats of rest as well. Here we go. You got to count through it in your head. Here we go. Beginning. 1, 2, rest, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, rest, rest, go. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4, and stop. So that's the end of that second line. we do have an extra measure of rest. So here we go. We're going to try playing that. Make sure when we get to the end of that second line, you're counting through that extra measure of rest. Here we go. Picking up your mallets. Go ahead and hover over E flat. You're going to have your mallets ready even when we're counting the measure of rest. Here we go. Mallets come up. At the very beginning, 2 measures of rest. Here we go. And 1, 2, rest, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, freeze, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4, and that's the end of the second line. Awesome job. So again, getting that extra measure of rest, it's super, super important. It's going to be tempting to play on that next measure because that's what we've been doing over and over and over, but we can't. We absolutely got to wait that extra measure of rest for the drum solo fill, okay? Let's move on to the next line. So we have something different here in the beginning. We start on our B flat, so that's this one right here, the same one that we were using earlier. It goes between B flat and C. It just goes back and forth, quarter notes. B flat, C, rest, 2, 3, 4. B flat, C, rest, 2, 3, 4. So try those 4 measures with me with the measures of rest on our fingers. So your left hand is going to be on the B flat, your right hand's on the C. Here we go. Try it with me. And 1, 2, ready, go. B flat, C, 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat, C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So that part's super easy, right? Let's go ahead and play it with our mallets. Remember, left hand's hovering over B flat, right hand over C. They don't even need to move. Just keep them there the whole time. Here we go. Mallets come up. And 1, 2, ready, go. B flat, C, rest, 2, 3, 4. B flat, C, rest, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Cool. So looking on. So after those 2 measures of, or the 4 measures of our different stuff, we go back to the exact same stuff as the beginning. And look, we do it 4 times again. So it's going to go back to the E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C. So there's nothing new. You just gotta have to watch your page and be super careful of counting those rest. So here we go. Let's try. Let's just go ahead and put all that together. So here's the last 2 lines of We Will Rock You. We're gonna play it with our mallets. Here we go. It starts on that B flat C that we were just practicing with measures of rest in between. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. B flat, C, rest, 2, 3, 4. B flat, C, rest, go to E flat, ready, go. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, rest. And double bar line, freeze your hands and relax. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and put all of that together. Most important thing is to remember where you are because it's so repetitive. It's easy to get lost. So make sure that you're keeping your eyes on your page and you know how many counts of rest there are before you come in again. Here we go. Let's do the whole thing. We will rock you, starting with the 2 measures of rest. But you're going to get your mallets ready over E flat and D. Mallets come up. Tap your foot. Here we go. Counting through the 2 measures of rest all the way through. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, 2, 3, again. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, 2, 3, 4. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, 2. Extra measure of rest. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. B flat, C, B flat, C, rest, 2, 3, 4. B flat, C, B flat, C, rest, back to E flat, ready, go. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, 2, 3, again. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, 2, 3, again. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, last time, ready, go. E flat, D, C, B flat, C, C, freeze. Double bar line, crowd goes wild, and relax. And that's it for We Will Rock You. It's the same thing over and over. Make sure you practice those notes. Make sure you practice with the metronome and get those eighth notes. Remember, we're alternating our hands, and then when we come to those eighth notes, it's gotta be right, left. Happy practicing.